Hey everyone, Professor Mangrum and Scanlan here. So I made a heart with green blood because, live long and prosper. So this isn't a complete model of the heart, and you can certainly...
He likes green because it's good. Green is great to motivate.
Professor Mangrum is here with me, and this has nothing to do with plants, right? Green is pretty cool. All right, so if I pump this side, nothing's going to happen. I think I've killed my heart. I think I've killed my person. There we go. I get a little blood pumping from here, into here, into here. Now, Mr. Mangrum's going to talk about, the technical terms for it, because as he mentioned, I'm not a biologist. Now, when I did this, I'm going to post a link to show how you can do this. There's a couple of different variations. Naturally, I chose the hardest variation. I should have gone with the other way. I poked a hole in my heart by accident, and so my heart doesn't pump very well. But hopefully, when you do this at home, you can remedy that. So for this episode in our STEM Week series, we're talking about the heart.
Part 2 of the heart. This is a real heart. This was in a cow at one time. Of course, the cow is no longer with us, but again, the orientation of this would be just about like so in me. But you've got a heart that's got 4 chambers, okay? We have a right and left atrium, a right and left ventricle. Again, the right side is going to pump to the lungs, cardiopulmonary. The left side is going to pump to the body. And let's take a look inside of this jewel. And we will open this up, and we will see a lot of tissue. The first thing you'll notice is that there's a very thick side here, and then the other is very thin, because when you put these back together, the 2 thin sides go together. So this would be the right side. You don't need as much musculature to pump to the lungs as you would to the body itself. And this is the septum, which again, interventricular septum, which divides the heart into 2. You've got a couple of valves here. You've got one on the left and one on the right. Again, this left one is what we call the mitral valve. On the right is the tricuspid valve. And you've got these nice little chordae tendineae, these tendons that keep this valve from opening in a reverse order. You only want blood to go down from the top chamber to the bottom chamber and then move out. And it's kind of hard to see the definition of all this, but this is a real heart. Again, a lot of times people talk about having stents and having issues with flows and blood flows to the heart. If you look at the heart on the outside, you're going to see this indention. This is a coronary artery. These are what people have stents put in. To open this up, you would think that since the heart is bathed in blood, has all this blood in the chambers on both sides, that it has plenty of blood. Well, that's not really the case. The heart has its own vascular system. Again, these coronaries are what feed the heart muscle itself. So if you have a blockage in part of these little rivulets that go off the main coronaries, that's where you have a minor heart attack area. Again, if you get blockage in some of the main areas here, you have a massive heart attack. But you have several of these coronaries, and we won't go into the specifics, that travel around the heart, but that feeds the muscle itself. These nice little flaps you see on the outside are called auricles. Again, they're attached directly to the atrium. You look in the top, you're going to see a nice vessel here, which is really, really heavy walled. This is the aorta. So looking at a heart generally, this is basic parameters of a beef heart, and all mammalian hearts are basically the same. So this is pretty much a general format. Again, this is called the apex of the heart at the base. But this is what your heart looks like. It's not quite this big because you don't weigh 1,500 pounds, but it is suitable for your size and proportions therein. So this is the heart. Have a good day.